going to be talking about and giving you my tips on permanent facial hair removal. I started this journey back in 2011. And it's been a long journey, but this journey has been long, but it's been so worth it. So I'm going to be breaking this video down into 3 segments. First, I'm going to talk about treatment options, the 2 different treatment options that you have for permanent hair removal that's on the market. And then also I'm going to talk about why you need to go to the doctors before starting any treatment. And then lastly, I'm going to be talking about my experience, my results so far with laser hair, with electrolysis. We're just going to talk about it all. So I'm going to start with why you need to see your doctor before starting any permanent facial hair removal treatment. If you have an internal hormone imbalance issue, whether that's PCOS or you just have a hormonal issue, you need to start there first and get that under control and make sure you're getting that treated, because you're just going to be working against the grain treatment wise. There's no point in you going to go get permanent facial hair removal if you have an internal issue that's causing the hair growth. And a lot of cases, by you going to your doctor to see if you have a hormonal issue or if you have PCOS, whatever the case may be, this can actually probably reduce the amount of hair to be treated. So it's in your best interest to see your doctor first, get that under control, get your hormones under control, because then that can cause you to have less hair over time. There's no point in you starting a treatment and you just have this hormone issue and it's just causing you to grow hair unnecessarily. So go see your doctor first, get checked out, get treated, make sure your hormones are in check and everything like that, and then go ahead and seek professional help when it comes to permanent hair removal. Now, I see this big trend on social media about shaving your face, using an eyebrow razor to like shave your face. My opinion on that, if you don't have any like real facial hair issues, like say you're just doing it just because it's a trend, it's a beauty trend right now and it's really in, and maybe you just have like really fine hair on your face and you just want to get rid of it because you like how your makeup goes on and it applies more smoothly by doing the whole eyebrow razor beauty hack. The thing with that, over time, like once your body starts to change, like maybe you have a baby or you go through menopause and your hormones change, it could easily cause you to grow hair thicker there. So it's just very wise of you not to do that, because you could have a hormonal change and then all of a sudden you got a full-grown beard because you decided to start shaving your face. I only recommend shaving your face or using the eyebrow hacked beauty hack if you're being treated. You only want to shave your face if you're being treated. If you're not being treated, don't shave your face. Do not, I repeat, do not shave your face. It could cause you to get ingrowns, which then can cause hyperpigmentation. It could cause skin irritation. You'll get like this darkness. It's just not worth it. Please do not shave your face unless you're being treated. Now, if you're being treated, it's okay. When I was getting laser hair removal done, I had to shave my face and I was so nervous about that because my parents were so adamant, because they knew how I hated the hair on my face. They knew I hated my sideburns. They were just so adamant about me not putting a razor to my face. So don't do that unless you're getting treatments. So when I went to get laser hair removal done back in 2011, I was shaving my face and I was getting that area treated, and it reduced the hair completely. And then my sideburns, I was shaving, but they never grew back. It's only okay to shave your face if you're being treated. I cannot stress that enough. So let's get into the difference between treatments. Should you go with laser hair or should you go with electrolysis? I started off with laser hair. I recommend everyone, I don't care what skin complexion you are, to start off with laser hair. Now, I will say this, if you are a woman of color, you need to check with the place that you're going to get your laser hair removal done, like wherever you decide, wherever that is, that they cater to women of color. Not every laser hair removal place caters to women of color. You need to ensure that the laser that they are using is compatible to your skin tone. So if you got laser hair in the past and you were wondering why you had such shitty results, that could have been the prime reason. So check with the laser hair removal company that you're going through to ensure that they are catering to your skin tone. You may have to shop around, you may have to call around. Do your research. Also, another thing that you could do is when you go to these laser hair places, see if they've already treated women of color. See if they have some before and after photos that you can take a look at to ensure that you're getting the best possible treatments that you can get. So laser hair, I feel like everyone should get done first because it's going to help you reduce and just thin out all the hair that you may have on your face. And that is going to make getting anything that may be growing back a more permanent option, which would be electrolysis. So what I did was I got my sideburns removed. I got the fine hair that was on my cheeks removed. And then now, which that took about a year or two. I got about 8 treatments done. That took about a year or two. Now it's 2018 and now I'm going back and I'm getting the hormonal hair growths that I get every now and then, which is right here and like right here. So a lot of times when you guys see my face break out and it's like in this area, like little bits and pieces in this area, it's because of the hair that keeps coming back. And I don't know why. I think it's hormonal. Now, I will say over time, I've been doing electrolysis for about 3 years now, maybe 2.5 years now. And it has really helped clear my skin. I feel like when you do hair removal, it's going to help with your acne too, which a lot of people don't really understand. But when you have hair on your face, it attracts dirt, bacteria, and it's on your face, you know. You go outside, everything's hitting your face, you know. So when you get the hair off your face, it's going to actually help your acne. With my electrolysis, it, like, sometimes I know when I need to go get a treatment done because I'll just get like acne right here or I'll get acne right here and I know I need to go get a treatment. So I tend to break out and so I have to go get treated. But I honestly recommend everyone to go get laser hair removal first. Thin out all the hair that you possibly can with laser hair and then go back and do spot treatments with electrolysis because those hairs are a little harder to get rid of and you want something permanent so you know for sure it's not going to come back. So that's really the difference. Laser hair is a laser beam where the laser is hitting the hair and it's burning the follicle, versus electrolysis, it's a needle that they inject into the hair follicle and they burn it at the root. That's probably the reason behind it being permanent, FDA approved as permanent hair removal, because they are targeting that one hair follicle and they are burning it at the ends. And so pretty much what they're doing is just damaging the hair follicle to where it won't grow back. Now, with permanent hair removal, it is a journey, okay? This is not something that's gonna happen overnight. Oh, no more hair. No. It's taking me 2011, 7 years, and I'm still on this journey of hair removal. I have no regrets. Money well spent, okay? If you're going to get all of this waxed, say, because hair grows pretty fast, probably like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, and you're paying $50, you're better off to go get laser hair removal because you're going to be saving money over time. This is an investment. So you are just making your life easier by going to go get laser hair removal and electrolysis if you have like hormonal issues where you just have random hairs popping up. So that's what I recommend. It's money well spent. Go get laser hair removal first, weaken those hair follicles, and then go get electrolysis. To me, I feel like it's less painful. So then lastly, my experience. So one thing that I'm noticing, when I first started, it was easy. All I had to do was shave my face and then go get my laser hair removal treatment. In between treatments, I had to wait 4 weeks in between laser hair removal treatments, and I would just repeat that until I completed all my treatments and the hair was like pretty much gone. Honestly, I would go sooner. Like I would probably go every 2 weeks if that's possible, but I think it's different with laser hair. I think you have to wait 4 weeks in between each treatment. That was pretty much the first 2 years of my life when it came to permanent hair removal and my journey. But then after I got laser hair removal, I stopped treatments completely. I was like, oh, I don't have no hair on my face. Then hair started to come back after a year, but it was just like random hairs, like here. It was just like random hairs. So that's when I started to look into electrologists and started getting those areas treated. So with electrologist, I just had hair growth like right in here. I don't know why. And then when you start getting these treatments done, you have to deal with ingrown hairs. Now, I don't know if it's because these hairs are a little more stubborn, like the hormonal ones that I have left, but with laser hair, I really didn't deal with ingrown hairs. It wasn't until I started dealing with electrologists where I started to really deal with ingrown hairs. It's like they just keep coming through, but they're really thin and they're really fragile. Like they're not even, like sometimes I could just take my hand and just pull the hair out like that. But whereas before I had to get like a tweezer or something to pull it out. So it's not even like a strong hair, it's just weak and it's just there. One thing that has helped me with that is Noxzema. When I was a kid, I watched my dad, he used to rub Noxzema into his face. Like he would shave, he would wash his face, he would shave, he would rub alcohol on his face, and then he would rub this into his skin. This man has never, y'all, and I put this on my life, this man has never dealt with razor bumps or ingrown hairs. My dad shaves his face and it's smooth. And when I started to deal with the ingrown hairs right here, I'm like, what the hell? And then I thought back to my childhood. I'm like, my dad used to shave his face all the time. Like, why am I dealing with this and he's not? Like, something ain't right. So I went and got some Noxzema. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna start rubbing Noxzema in my face and see what happens. So I only do this at night and I only rub it in the areas of where I get the ingrown hairs. So I get the ingrown hairs under here. The directions do not tell you to rub this into your skin. It tells you to put it on and wash it off. When I tell y'all, I have not had a single ingrown hair since. I don't know what this stuff does, but it like brings the hair, it like opens your pores enough to where the hair will grow out. So by you rubbing it in, I feel like it opens it up to where the hair can just sleep through. So you are going to need this when you start your treatments and you start to experience ingrown hair growth, because you need it to come to the surface so that they can either zap it or put the needle in and burn it. You're going to need for the hair to come out, and it just does it on its own. They give you like needles to use to try to pick the hair out, which I was doing that and it was causing me like scabs and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know the science behind it. But even my hair removal lady was like, what have you been using to where now you just don't have none? And I'm like, I've been using Noxzema, I've been rubbing in my face. And she's like, really? I have to tell my other clients. So I'm telling you guys, when you guys start this, if you get the ingrown hairs, just rub Noxzema into your skin and it will just bring the hair to the surface. So I'm about to show you guys what this looks like under here. But I can tell I need another treatment because I'm starting to break out. Under here I can start to feel the hair come through. So I know I need to go get a treatment before it gets too bad to where I have like a full-blown breakout. But I'm just about to show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like as of today. Sometimes I can go 2 weeks in between my next treatment, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It just really depends on the hair growth. If it's around that time of the month, sometimes my next treatment is sooner than later. It just really depends, but this is such a better option than shaving every other day, plucking every other day, or just doing those really harsh treatments to try, or just doing those really like time consuming hair removal hacks that they have out here nowadays. It's just really time consuming. I just go in, do my 30-minute treatment, and then I'm out, and I'm like, I don't have to see her for like a good, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks. And then also another thing is like, the more treatments you get done, the less you will see her. I recommend this to anyone who is struggling with facial hair removal. I know this is such a touchy subject and no one wants to talk about it. Facial hair growth is actually pretty normal. I know as a woman we're looked at to be, you know, feminine, and we can't have hair in weird places or hair in places that men grow hair, but honestly it's really normal. So don't be embarrassed or ashamed. I'm coming on here talking to you guys like people like, oh, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're all of these things, but I deal with this on a regular. Like, this is something that I deal with. It's something that I get treated on a regular. It's nothing to be embarrassed about or ashamed about. Everyone goes through this. Like, it's so natural. Like, it's natural. Like, it's not, you're not manly, you're not a man, you shouldn't have been born a man. I remember when I was younger, I'm like, I think I was supposed to be born a man. Like, I literally used to think I think I'm supposed to be born a man because I'm so damn hairy. It don't make no damn sense. Why does she not have no hair on her face but I do? Don't be ashamed or embarrassed. This is normal, and this is my experience. Honestly, like I said, I recommend that you get laser hair removal first, then electrolysis. But comment down below, what was your experience with laser hair removal, electrolysis? Which did you get done first? What was your experience? And also, another thing, these laser hair removal companies will try to scam you, okay? So they'll try to lower the level of treatment to make you come in and get more treatments. So make sure when you go in and you get your treatments, you ask them what level they're on. And then they're going to ask you, well, is it comfortable? Does it hurt? Does it burn? How's your skin? They're going to test to see what level you can handle. And every time you go in, you need to make sure you keep record of what your level is so that you can tell whoever is working on your face or your skin that they are using that level or higher. Because if you keep going in and you keep going in on the same level each time when it comes to the laser hair or even electrolysis, you're not going to see results. That could have been another reason why maybe your results weren't as grand. So you need to keep record of the levels. Don't just rely on them to think that they're going to do the right thing, because they will try to scam you out of your money. You need to check to see what level you are for your personal benefits so that you are getting the best out of your treatments. Honestly, if you can stand it, the higher the level, the better. You want to make sure, though, that they test different levels to ensure your skin can handle it, because you don't want any skin irritations or anything like that. When I first started my treatments, whether it was laser hair or electrolysis, I always had them do under here, because if I had a bad skin reaction or if I had a complication of any kind, it wouldn't be as noticeable. So if you have that problem, or if you're worried that your skin may be sensitive or overly sensitive, make sure you have them do this area right here. If you do have a bad reaction, it's not noticeable. So those are all of my tips. Comment down below what your experience was with laser hair electrolysis. Have you had a success with either? Comment down below. I want to know your experience. And also, if you have any tips, comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!